again. Aston Martin is at it again. They at it again. Damn it, they at it again. I mean, listen, I don't know if you all have ever heard the term. If you're not cheating, you're not trying, which, you know, we've seen that happen plenty of times. I mean, what am I supposed to say? If you're not cheating, you're not trying. If you're not copying, you're not trying. I'm trying to give them some credit here, but Aston Martin has done it again. Recently going into Barcelona, Spain, they have come out with upgrades. A lot of teams have come out with upgrades. And you know, as the weekend approaches, I'm going to gather a list of these upgrades and we'll go over all the teams that have upgrades. Some teams maybe that now have not done upgrades. But right now, Aston Martin is the talk of the grid with copying Red Bull. They have copied Red Bull. Now, we've seen this picture before, and if you haven't, this is a picture where Aston Martin, formerly was BWT, had basically, or Racing Point, had basically copied the Mercedes car to like almost pretty much a T, and all teams on the grid recognize that championship winning car. Since then, the FIA and Formula One have put in place a set of bans and do not do this. Do not do it. You cannot use 3D imaging. You cannot use professional type of photography to collect dimensions or shapes or any of these images to then go use those images, that data, and recreate another car on the grid. It is something that is frowned upon and right now, quite frankly, is like illegal. You shouldn't do it. But evidently, Aston Martin has found a way to now do this. Now, I don't know if this is going to go up the chain, especially knowing Christian Horner. All right, Christian Karen, we know he's got like all types of paperwork filled out to just file shit on different teams because he wants to complain and cry. But this time, this is something that may warrant him putting in a complaint about. Let's take a look at some of these images. All right, let's take a look at some of these photos. Let's get this one off because this is an egregious thing that happened and it's over with to a degree right now. I know some of you are going to say, well, Toto Wolff agreed to sell them this and this and that. Listen, cut it. If that was completely the case, then they would not have put in a set in place of bans, which obviously they use certain devices to collect information. So stop it. All right. Let's look at this. First, let's look at the Red Bull car. All right, running strong right now, currently this season up there with Ferrari. Third on the grid, Mercedes. And Mercedes has come out with a nice slew of upgrades themselves, including their floor upgrade, which is something that we also may go into. But let's look at this Red Bull car. Red Bull is one of the cars who aerodynamically has been like in front leading the grid along with Ferrari. As far as reliability with mechanical components, they have not been the greatest, but sub latest, they've been all right. Okay, they've been running strong. Look at their side pod design right here in this crease right there where you see Oracle between the A and the C, Alpha and Charlie. Look at that right there. Look at that crease. Look at how that line flows. Now I want you to look at the Aston. Similar crease right there, similar Z-type crease right there between that N and that I, that Nancy and India right there, or that G running down there. And you can see if you go back and forth, you see that similar Z shape, all right? Not only that, look at the vent placement above that red line just next to the Red Bull in between Citrix. Now look at the fin and vent placement right there just below Aramco above the Peroni sign right there. You can see it, or crypto.com right there, all right? So look at that. Look at those similarities right there in the vents, all right? Similarities. As far as that Z design and that side pod, that's not a similarity. That's pretty much damn near identical. Now let's look at something else. If you come towards the front where the air induct comes in right here in the side pod, you'll see that. Now I want you to look right here at the Aston. Pretty damn similar. Pretty damn similar right there, okay? Now we're gonna come down a little bit further. Right there in that Z design on that side pod, then coming up front on the induct side. Now there's something even more, not even similar. The shit's almost damn near identical on the base of the floor design for Red Bull. Now, if you look at the base of the floor design for Red Bull, you'll see that they have these ripples that come alongside that leading or trailing side edge right there as it comes into the mid part of the vehicle. I'll go after that. If you go to Aston, you'll see they pretty much mimic that same design. This is not something new to Aston Martin. They have done this before, as I already showed you the picture between Mercedes and formerly what was Racing Point or BWT. This shit right here is getting quite egregious. This is something that Christian Horner, Christian Karen might complain about, and I, for one, would second him complaining about it. I mean, there are too many similarities to the point where it's not similar anymore. It's just pretty much a copy. Now, I do have another photo that I don't have uploaded here, but when you come to the leading edge of this floor, we already know Red Bull has a very pronounced design where they have these fins that pretty much protrude out in front of the floor to direct air as it's coming in. We've seen this on the Red Bull. It's something that we definitely identify with them. Well, in a picture, I didn't load it up, and I will probably load it up on my community post. Aston Martin has pretty much done that same thing. They're not as thick, but it's pretty much the same design, just thinner as far as plates as if they're trying it out. But it's crazy. Like this, I mean, but guess what? If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And this pretty much is copying some shit. And it's another C word for copying, cheating. I'm going to be interested to see what Formula One FIA have to say about this, if Christian complains about it. If he does not complain about this, then that is something else also to be weary about. Why would Christian not complain about this, but you complained about Mercedes before Coda when you saw the car dropping and you thought they had manipulated aerodynamics some way to reduce their drag? You complained about several other things that Mercedes had done, but you won't complain about this. If that does not happen, if I do not see some type of report that Christian has voiced some type of complaint about this side pod design, it's going to tell me that he's a bit biased, discriminative, and other things as far as I've already said about Christian Horner. Like, he's not one of the best people that I care for on the grid, period. I mean, if he's going to be on your team, it's great. But if he's not on your team and then you're not on his team anymore, it's horrible. He's like a rat that'll stab you in the back. So with that, I'm just kind of interested to see what it is. So that's right now going into Spain, Barcelona. You can check that out, see what you think about these designs. Go look for other pictures. Tell me if you think it is pretty much a copy, or you think it just happened to be shit ton luck and it doesn't even look similar, Wolfpack. That's not even the same thing. You just let me know below in the comment section. I appreciate y'all. Peace. I'm out. Thanks for tuning in and watching another video here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.